we've got our returns. So I made a submission with Pocket Card Grading quite a while ago now. There were a bit of delays, which I'll talk about. My side, not their side. But my returns have just come through. So let's open them, let's guess the grade, and let's talk about the company. Yeah, we've got some bonuses. Oh, okay. That's what you don't do. I thought those were top loaders. They were not my top loaders. Those were the metal certificates. Jeez. I didn't realize when they said metal certificates, they were actually metal certificates. Right. So, as you know, I've done stuff with grading companies before. I've looked at different ones. First thing, the owner's a legend. He posted in his Discord a picture of the Obsidian Flames Shuckle, and he said, "Do you have this one, Zane?" And I said, "No, I need to buy it." I was like, "Oh, I've got one. I'm gonna send it to you." So he sent me the normal one. Do you know what? I can't tell if either of these is reversed, but I don't think so. I think it's just two normals. But who cares? He top loaded some Shuckles for me. Sick. Another reason he is a legend is because I made this order. The payment went through, and then for some reason it got cancelled. So he messaged me and was like, "Yo, this has been cancelled." And I said, "Something's come out of my bank that I wasn't expecting. I can't redo it. Can I do it when I next get paid?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." So he sat on my cards until I got paid again, and then got them out to me in like a week after I paid. So sick. Website, so easy to use. They've got a separate category for Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all the stuff they grade instead of just jumbling it all into one, which is great. Different prices for cross grading and stuff like that. And then you can also pay a little bit extra to get the cool little metal certificate here, which I'll show off when I get to the cards. So we've got this. "Thank you for submitting with us. We hope you love the end result. Tag team, PCG, and Zane." Nice. What was this? "Don't forget you can scan the QR code. And you get a free report sheet." Awesome. Right. So we've got Final Fantasy. We've got DC. We've got Lugia. We've got a Shuckle. We've got our free grade, which was a Ho-Oh. We've got our 2 cross grades, which we'll save till last. We'll start with our free grade. There's the other thing. You can tick a thing when you do a checkout. It means they're going to cover the grade for you. So I guess this Ho-Oh would come back as a 9 or a 10. Japanese quality, you know. I didn't inspect the surface too much. But again, I don't see too many issues. Oh, there's a bit of white on the side. So I reckon a 9 for this guy. Okay. Ho-Oh v Japan's Sword and Shield. Well, at least they labeled it right as well. That's a bonus. 9. Nice. Perfect. We got that right. Not a 10, but a very respectable 9. And the colours pop on this like crazy. The feel of these slabs is really nice as well. They're a bit smaller than your usual ones that you know, everyone gets off AliExpress or Alibaba or whatever, the really cheap ones that everyone gets. So we've done a Ho-Oh. We got that right. So we can see our predictions at the moment line up with theirs. We'll see how far that goes. Nice little security on the back there. I'm not a huge fan of this barcode. I like the QR code, but just having a little barcode, not a huge fan of that, but it doesn't bother me. I like the watermark in the background. I like this up here. This one, hard to judge centering on. I went with a 9 again, I believe. So how have they labelled this? Because when they ask you to fill out the thing, I wasn't sure how to label this. Chapter 2, Epic Rare, Team Ups, Mint. So they put the Mint on it. Red Lantern Corps. And another 9. Again, they are seeming accurate to me. We'll see when we get to the cross grades. We'll go over March here. My favourite character from Final Fantasy Tactics. March, Final Fantasy, Emissaries of Light. Now, I believe I said this would be a 10. I believe I predicted a 10 for this one, just because these cards are Final Fantasy grades quite well. And it got a 10. It didn't get a 10 plus. So, a overall average of 10 is a 10. A perfect 10 is a 10 plus, as far as I'm aware with these guys, which we did not get, but we got a 10, and I'm not mad about that. Lugia Break. This one was harder to predict. I didn't look too much on the surface here. I think I might have said like 8 or a 7 on this one. I mean, I picked it up for like £2 from the London Card Show. I can't be too mad about it. Lugia Break, Fates Collide, 7. Okay. I probably said 8, so that's a bit lower, but we didn't inspect it too much. So I'm still saying accurate as hell. My Shuckle. Now, the reason I graded this one is because I thought a reverse holo from this era is hard to get clean, and I considered this one quite clean in my collection, apart from a small line on the front and something in at the bottom edge and top left corner. So I'm hoping anything 8 or above with an old school reverse holo is good in my book. So I'm hoping 8 or above. Shuckle, Pokemon E-Card Series Skyridge 2003. 8 or above. It's an 8. I'll take it. I'll take an 8 on that. I will take an 8 on that. Now, this is where we have to compare with other companies. We're going to compare with 2 companies now. Platinum Card Grading, who owe me money, and TFG, who I quit and generally don't like anymore. So, first we'll go with Platinum Card Grading. Nice little swirl there. So yeah, this one I believe had a 6 from them. So, an important thing to note. If this is not the same as Platinum, it does not mean Pocket Card Grading is bad or Platinum is bad. One of the two is. Platinum could have got it right, and then Pocket got it wrong with the regrade. Or Pocket could have got it right with the regrade, and Platinum had it wrong in the beginning. Just because it's not the same doesn't mean it's right. But so far I'm trusting Pocket Card Grading. So this was a 6 before. Let's see. 6. Okay. So it's the same. It's the same. And now this is the big one. So this had an Alpha 10 from TFG, True Frog Grading, which is meant to mean it's a perfect 10 and 2 people look over it to make sure it's a perfect 10. I personally do not trust their alphas or their alpha system, right? So I'm not sure if this will be a perfect 10. It could just be a 10. We'll see. We'll see. Right. We ready? It's a 10. It's not a perfect 10, but it's a 10 all the same. Again, that could mean PCG got it wrong just now, or TFG got it wrong in the beginning. I don't know which one it is. All I know is it's different. Right now I'm trusting PCG's grading skills because these all seem very accurate to what I expected. Now I did pay a little bit extra to get these. The Certificate of Authenticity. So this is going to say HOV, serial number, the grade, or the subgrade it's got. Let's see what happened with the Slowpoke. What happened with it? So back and centering. Okay. Now to the untrained eye, I can't see anything on the back, and centering is a 9. It's very close to a 10, so it's also super hard to see that. But once you put it under magnifying, they are right with calling it a 10 and not a 10 plus. So I trust them on that. So yeah, really good. Really happy with their service. Cheap grading as well. Owner's super nice. Their Discord community is lovely. It's a bit quiet, but it's lovely. And the great thing about these certificates is you can put these in your binder where the card would have been. I'm definitely going to be sending some more cards over to Pocket Card Grading. I'll see you next time.